Alright, so this is me attempting to make a YouTube channel. I've been thinking about it for a while, and then my brother, a couple friends, and the people that watch me on Snapchat, thinks I should make one. So this is me attempting that. I'm Marcus Durand. You can call me Dollar. Um, Pretty much, I'm gonna give you all my experiences about trucking out here and a couple other things like the little knowledge that I know about trucking out here. Probably play some games on here, upload stuff like that. Little experiences I'm going through in life, not personal, but like if I'm going out having a good time, I'll probably record that too. But um, I'm gonna start with how to get into trucking. Two ways, two main ways. You go to a private school or you go to a company paid school. The private school, you're gonna have to come up with either good credit to get funded the money and you pay it back monthly, or come with straight cash and then you go full time Monday through Friday, or you go on the weekends. If you go on the weekends, it'll take longer than you going full time during the week, obviously. With that, it is what it is. Like, I recommend you go to a company that pays for your training, because they're going to send you a bus ticket, they're going to send you to their facility, and then they're going to train you and then give you a job afterwards. That's the process I went through. Easy, super easy. Do your research and find out which companies do it. I'm going to give you two: Swift and Prime. Those are two that I was trying to go to for a while. Tried to go to Prime first. They didn't want me because I had a DUI in 2010. They said it had to be a certain amount of years old. So I waited on them. Waited about a year or two, probably longer than that, which I shouldn't have done, because if I'd have knew about Swift before, I would just went to Swift and said F it. But Prime was like what I knew about then. They give you an allowance when you go there. They pay for you while you're training and stuff. This is all I heard, and this is what I've seen on the website type of deal. So, but I ended up going to Swift after I found out I couldn't go to Prime. With the DUI situation with Prime though, my DUI became old enough to go with them, but then I had a ticket that wasn't paid in a certain time frame that they wanted. So they were like, "Yeah, you gotta wait for that now." Like, I'm like, "Why you ain't just say that the first time?" Like, so I'm like, "All right, f them. I'm gonna just try to go to Swift." Once I found out about them, Swift was coming like I was good. Boom. So I saw the first opportunity and I made it happen. Um, with Swift, you have to have your permit first, and then they'll take you out there. I'm out of Jersey, so that's what they told me to do. It might be different for somebody in another state. Prime, you go there, you don't need none of that. So what I've heard from the Prime people, I mean not the Prime people, the people that went to Prime, and it's been a couple years since I like try to really apply to them, so I don't know the details off the website like that. So I'm just trying to remember what I've heard from Prime employees, and so that's the best way to do it, is to go to, in my opinion, the best way to do it is to go to a company that'll pay for your training and then give you a job right after. Another way is if you know an owner operator or somebody who lets you use the truck, then study to get your permit, train in their truck for however long they let you use it, and then go to DMV and be like, "Yeah, I'm trying to test out, get my CDL," and do it like that. But if you do that, do it in a manual, because if you do it in an automatic, you will be restricting yourself to drive only automatic trucks. You won't know how to shift and all that stuff, and they're going to put that restriction on your license, and you can't get hired by certain people. It's going to be harder for you to find a job. You pretty much limited yourself. With if you're trying to decide if you should get a Class A or a Class B, I would recommend you get a Class A over all that, because Class A, you can drive anything. You can get your little extra endorsements to pretty much drive whatever, a tanker, hazmat loads, a bus. Just add the endorsements. But with a Class B, you can only drive certain trucks. You can't drive the combination vehicles. I don't think you can drive anything with air brakes, and you can't drive a vehicle with a certain gross weight. So that also puts a limit on what you can earn as far as income and what you can drive. So get a Class A, because a Class A can drive anything. Class B, you're automatically shooting yourself in the foot, is what I think. So if you think that you don't want to drive a Class A truck, the big long, truck and trailers, get the Class A anyway, because if you come out here and you drive the Class B and you feel like, oh, the money is capped, like I'm only making $90,000 a year driving Class B, maybe I want to jump up to do something better. I want to drive the Class A now. You already got the license, so you can just slide right over. But if you get the Class B only, then you got to go retest and probably get a whole another license or whatever, however the process works. So that being said, that's the quickest ways to get into trucking, from what I know. And I'm trying to give you this information because a lot of people don't know. I didn't know that it was that easy, like, to get because as far as I knew, you had to go down there and test, get your permit, and then find a truck to train in, and then go test out. I didn't know there was companies out here that'll train you. They'd pretty much do all that in one whop. All that in one whop. And then some of them you might have to do this first, you might have to do that first. Like when I went to Swift, I had to get my permit first. Other than that, they did everything else. And that pretty much wraps up this video on how to get into trucking. I'll talk about my first year experience on another video.